It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's the main characters. Before we get into the episode proper, I just have to ask, to Paul, why did he choose today of all days to wear the clean white uniform? It's gonna get filthy on this dust bowl of a planet. Everyone else is wearing sand-colored outfits. Typical Vulcan. With that out of the way, these people weren't answering their phone, so Archer got worried and came over to make sure they were okay. Turns out they were just ignoring him and sending him to voicemail. All he wanted was to buy literally 0.5% of the deuterium they have in storage, but they just won't sell to him. Tessic says he's got a friend coming over and he promised them every bit of it, and he wouldn't be a very good friend if he broke his promise. But fortunately for Archer, there is a way to get the deuterium he needs. If they repair some of the broken machinery for Tessic, they can extract a bit extra to give them. Or sell to them, rather. You'd think just repairing vital equipment would be enough, but they want some power cells and medical supplies too. I guess Tessic's really enjoying being in a position of power here. So the nice unnamed lady heads up to Enterprise to get the supplies, presumably after they kick this kid off the shuttle. Phlox is a pretty cool guy. He gives the nice unnamed lady some great equipment she didn't even ask for just to help her out. But then, that brings up the question of why they don't have these supplies already and why they live in tattered huts. One assumes they're just big on aesthetic living, since most deuterium miners are rolling in the proverbial dough. They must sell enough to make a very modest living and give the rest away to their friends. That, or they're just terrible at money management, I don't know. In any case, their friends are here. Somewhat impolitely, I might add. They show up days early and didn't even call ahead. Now Tessic's just gonna be embarrassed that he didn't have time to clean the place up for them. Look how dusty it is. Particularly unfortunate, since Korok the Klingon takes great offense to that. Might be a bit of an overreaction, but look, he's just finished a long road trip, or space trip as it were. He's tired, he's cranky, dude needs a Snickers or something. But hungry or not, Korok hurt Tessic's friend here before he left in disgust, and that just ain't cool. Tessic's put up with his shenanigans long enough and breaks off their friendship. That's right, friendship with Korok is ended. His new friend John even helps him fix up the place where Korok was just not at all understanding about the mess. Tessic even reveals that the deuterium wasn't a gift, Korok was just taking it. Rude. He tried hiring mercenaries to protect it, but it didn't quite work. Oh no, wait, that was the Mandalorian. Tessic tried to fight them off himself and a bunch of their people just got killed. He's willing to try again though if he's got his new best friend by his side and the team starts helping him right away. Now at this point I was going to do a montage of everyone training set to I'll Make a Man Out of You from Mulan, but that resulted in a copyright claim on a test video, so please enjoy this Kevin MacLeod music instead. With the villagers trained up and ready to fight, they start setting up defensive walls around the village. Wait, no, sorry, that's the Mandalorian again. I got it now. Instead of defenses, they just take the village and push it somewhere else, which works. Okay, it's not quite that simple. They disassemble all the modular structures and reassemble them near some fire sprinklers, the idea being that the Klingons won't realize where they're standing until it's too late. Didn't know Tessic had it in him, but dude just wants to incinerate some folk. They did make some less lethal options though. One Klingon completely fails at limbo, another gets hit with a rock, and this dude gets his head bonked with a stick. After sufficiently many Klingons get bonked, they run out of time to lead the Klingons away. They didn't shoot earlier because there was some volatile machinery in the way, but I'm not quite sure why they don't shoot once they get into the desert. They just kind of shuffle along looking bewildered. They look even more confused when they stub their toes on the aforementioned fire sprinklers. That look will disappear shortly though, right about when Tessic reveals he's a 7th level wizard and casts Wall of Fire. As if this weren't bad enough for the Klingons, he used another spell slot earlier and put down an explosive glyph at their feet. And he's just itching to trigger it, man really wants to incinerate some folk. Tragically, the Klingons cast Teleport and escape before he gets the chance. Although Tessic didn't kill them, the DM rules that this counts as a victory and awards him the experience for the encounter. With the Klingons finally defeated and promising they won't come back, the leader of the village asks our hero to stay and live with him. No, dang it, that's the Mandalorian again. I'm sorry guys, they're basically the same episode. I mean, it's also the same plot as the Seven Samurai, but I haven't seen that so it doesn't exist. Tessic just gives them some extra deuterium and they go home.